good person. Well, how do you be a good person? Take a job that's helpful, not destructive. Be the person that people could look at and say, "Well, he's a nice guy." I mean, you ever just walk up to somebody and give him something? I mean, it's hard because most people go, "Oh, he's got something up his sleeve." Uh, you can't give child candy in front of their parents. You can say, "Here, buy your son or daughter ice cream." Men talk ridiculous. Men's voice when they speak about women is horrible. It's constantly creating karma in the reality they're living in, destroying the ability to find the right mate. They don't deserve to find the right person, and no matter who they find, it's going to be their karma to suffer with that karma that this person's given them. Well, men are so programmed with sex, so programmed with everything. It's You're not here for them, and until people wake up to the fact that we're not going to save the world, we're not going to make it better. More technology is only destroying it. I mean, the robots they're creating for men, I guess women too, but those robots are as lifelike as they could possibly be. They have the voice of whoever you want in it, which is even more scarier. Uh, and they said it'll do everything except fight with you. And most men don't want that. So they tell the dummy, the robot, to do the dishes, it'll do the dishes. To do this, it'll do that. But when it comes to, well, let's have sex for 10 hours, the robot just has to do it. So, yeah, the scenario that it is for men is perverted, twisted. But that's the way man thinks. Life for men is mostly sexual. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but that's what it is. I mean, that's the animalistic part of our reality, of who and what we are. So, right from then and now, you need to plan your life a little. What kind of a goal do you think would be a right goal or wrong goal? Being happy? Well, you don't plan on being happy. You create a scenario for it to be happiness in it. So, looking at the events, the situations, where you are, who you deal with, all that's critical. You don't go to a bar to meet people to talk about good things. And if you want to talk about Christianity, you can go to a Christian place and they'll talk about Christianity, but make sure you say what they want to hear. I just went to a church that was on the road to where I live not too long ago, just to talk to the priest, minister, whatever she was. I didn't even know. It was a female minister. So I sat down and started talking to her. We got into a good conversation. Oh, come back and do this and that. I just wanted to see where she was and what she's out there telling people now in a church. They go so far with truth and then they leave it at that. You're going to talk about God. You're going to talk about Jesus. You're going to talk about Spirit. You're going to talk about that. Put the truth there. It has to be there, or there's no sense talking about it. So, with that, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. I hope you did. Hope you got something out of it. Again, please tell your friends to tune in. Hopefully, TJ will be coming back on with me very soon. Well, that should be a main goal. It's a good goal. Know that it's happening. It will happen. And there'll be a point, if you do and you realize it's so incredible there, you might stay there. Not many people do that because they're just more attached to, oh, I got this and I got that and I want to stay here for that. But if you don't have those things already, you don't need to stay here. I had a good friend who was helping me a lot over many years. He had serious problems with his body, but I know he died. the people using this computer won't tell me or say anything. And I don't know what else to do. I called the number a few times, and they never even gave a response. And I know when he goes online because on Skype, that little thing pops up and says they're online. So they use his computer. I hope it's not people broke into his house and just use his house and everything. But anything's possible nowadays. With that, thank you for tuning in today. My next show should be Wednesday, depending on the weather. If we're alive and well and things aren't going crazy. TJ might want to do Sunday. We'll see what happens by then. Next Sunday, she might be on with me. It has very little to teach. And you can teach the world much more than it can teach you right now, I think. But enjoy your night. Peace. Dig deeper in what you're doing. Change your technique if it's not working right yet. Add something to it. Change the music. Do a lot of exercise and breathing and relax for a while and then go into it. Change your reality to change the way you think when you do what you're going to do. Alright, with that, peace everyone. Till next time. Tune in again. TJ Morris ET Radio. You heard it here first. You heard it here last. But you'll always hear it here. Thanks for listening.